Hi, I'm spending some time this evening with the cast members of the Lancaster Playhouse Glorious upcoming production in May. And I'm sitting here right now with Fred Norris, who plays... What is your character, Fred, and how do you contribute to this storyline?
His name is Clair Byfield, and although it sounds like Sinclair, it's spelled S-T-C-L-A-I-R, and you would think that's St. Clair, but for some reason it's been advised that he is named Sinclair. And I play the boyfriend of the main character, Florence Foster Jenkins. I've been visiting from England for at least a dozen years and been with Miss Jenkins for a good decade, and they sort of have a dedicated relationship that's still open, and they don't really speak of it, but it appears that one or the other can go astray a little and then still be part of that ongoing relationship.
Okay. What would you consider your most favorite line in the play, and how does that speak to the overall story of Glorious?
Well, there's a point where Madam Jenkins has been accosted by an outsider verbally. She's been derided and told she has no talent and those kinds of things. And I'm trying to comfort her, and I say a number of things, but probably the thing that moves me most is when Sinclair says to Madam Jenkins, none of us does this because we want to be judged. We only do it because we want to be loved. And I think that kind of sums up the whole core of why people are doing what they're doing.
Interesting. What would you hope that the audience is going to take away from this Peter Quilter version of the play Glorious?
I think they could take away the idea that you don't have to be the most talented or skilled or well-trained in the field that you choose that you want to do. If you've got a desire and a passion, if you can push yourself to achieve, you can achieve the kind of success that you want to achieve, even though you may not be the most gloriously trained person around.
Well, they say if you wait till you're ready, you'll never get started,
well,
correct?
That's true, and you better be growing as you go.
That's absolutely the way it is. Well, now, Fred, if you ever had the chance to meet Florence Foster Jenkins, what question would you ask her, and why?
Well, I think I'd ask her a couple of things. I would like to know, because she is independently wealthy in this story, and of course it's a true story, so she did have money and she could fund much of what she did. She didn't have to worry about paying the bills and the rent and those kinds of things, and she could pursue what she enjoyed. But I'd like to ask her, if she had not been independently wealthy, if she had had to work for a living, number one, what would she think she would do for an income? And number two, what might she do with her musical dreams that would have to be secondary to the job that she was doing?
Right, because her singing probably was not going to pay the bills.
Right.
All right, Fred Norris, I thank you so much for taking time with us this evening to talk about the Lancaster Playhouse production of Glorious.
Thank you.